2 nights ago, a list containing the identities of every U.S. spy was stolen. And to get it back, we need someone who is not on that list.
We need a nobody. A nobody I can trust.
That chest plate is where they're most vulnerable. If we could find someone strong enough to throw a keg with enough force, we might have a shot.
The only problem is there's not a man alive who can throw a keg with that kind of force.
There may be one.
Hi, this is Movie Crank, and today we're gonna talk about the new movie, The Union. But first, I'll give you guys a short summary of the plot. The movie starts with Mike, who's a construction worker in New Jersey, just living a small life, working on his job and hitting the bar after with some friends. One day, his old high school flame Roxanne strolls in and tries to reignite the spark.
That's bait.
Of course, she had different things in mind and kidnaps him to London. There he gets introduced to an undercover spy agency called the Union, which hires him to do a one-and-done mission. Mike has to intercept the device, which grants access to an auction of highly confidential intel. Now the question is, can he live up to the task? Right off the bat, the movie shines with a star-studded cast. We got the hottest Bond girl ever, Halle Berry, Mark Wahlberg, Mike Coulter, and J.K. Simmons. That's an all-star team. Now you gotta hand it to Netflix, they are bolder than Hollywood these days. Guess this is why their numbers are up. Anyway, I still gotta ask, why did they pick a construction worker to do an agent's job?
That doesn't make sense.
Without spoiling too much, there is a reason in the movie, but you can still find somebody with a combat training, can't you? It's the same error like in Armageddon. Don't get me wrong, it's hell of a fun to watch that one, but you turn the astronauts into miners, not the other way around. Anyways, Halle Berry looks great and seems to enjoy herself a lot. She hasn't missed a beat since John Wick 3 and believably kicks ass as a special agent. Same goes for Mark Wahlberg. He fits in the role of streetwise Jersey guy perfectly. Ironically, he has to impersonate a guy from Boston. It's gonna be hard for him to do that one. I wasn't too fond of Mike Coulter and J.K. Simmons though. They kind of felt bored and as if they didn't want to be there. I like both of those actors and I wish they would have gotten a little more character. The action is well choreographed and entertaining. You can appreciate that they did their training and it really shows in the end product. There's behind the scenes footage online of them practicing shooting and martial arts, and it's really impressive, check it out. I also liked how they incorporated Mike's job experience into the fights. Way to go with the setup and payoff. You know, not spoiling too much, but it makes sense. It happens way too little these days. Unfortunately, some of the good work falls apart with the H rating in this one. The action sequences don't have bite, and there's lots of dancing around the adult themes, which is weird, especially since the charm of the movie comes from the snappy humor and the raunchy chemistry between Mark Wahlberg and Halle Berry. It feels like this movie was cut down from an R rating to increase the target audience.
How do you do, fellow kids?
And let me tell you, R-rated movies aren't that far off from the PG-13 numbers. Just look at Deadpool and Wolverine, it goes through the roof. And if you're still not convinced, join a Call of Duty online session. You'll see that the PG-13 audience you're aiming for knows their way around other mothers and several 4-letter words. They're far beyond saving. So to wrap this one up, I enjoyed this movie and I'd love to see sequels of it. It has some flaws and an R rating could have fixed most of them, but it's miles ahead of the bullshit that the MCU and Disney pump out. It's just torture to sit through those. I don't know if this will play in theaters or just on Netflix, but you should see this one and have a good time. Thank you for hanging in there till the end of this video. If you like this review, please consider giving it a like and subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. Also, I'll be putting out more videos in the future, so stay tuned. Till then, bye.